every single week for LeCavalier. Score! Score! LeCavalier! He wins it for the Lightning in overtime!
Now scrambles away from one hit. Look, uncorks a deep one for the end zone. Phelan is down there.
Oh, he got it! He did it! He got it!
Steve, so a big 4-point weekend last weekend. This weekend, big game against Solihull.
Yeah, it's going to be a really difficult game tonight. These boys have brought a really big squad with them, and they're all up for the game. We can see that. We just had the warm-up and they're flying around. You know, there's a couple of guys there that we know that we're going to have to pay quite a lot of attention to. You know, there's a guy that is an ex-NHL guy, so it's going to be a really interesting game, but it's a good challenge for us. We can either step up to the mark or we can't. And this is what it's all about. We want to be right up there, so this is one of the games we've all got to stand up and be accountable for.
Is it good to get this game out the way early in the season, or would you like a bit more time to prepare?
Well, I think it's they've had a warm-up game, but other than that, they haven't played any league games. So this is their first league game. So I guess at least we've had 2 league games, you know, coming into this game. And again, the starting point is they're coming into our barn, so we're going to try and make life difficult for them. And I do believe, you know, this result is going to be a massive result for either us or Solihull. So, you know, it's going to stand us in good stead if we can get the points, you know, because this is the biggest game of the season for us. These are our main competitors. I think Nottingham are going to be strong, but I think these are the ones to beat, you know.
Good luck in the game tonight, Steve. We'll speak to you afterwards.
One, two, three, four. Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. The tension grows, the whistle blows, the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps, the players bump, the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Johnny scores, the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name. It's a good old hockey game. Second side, take it to the side. The players dash with skates and flash, and the whole thing trails behind. They grab the puck, go burst it up, they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, and travel like a bird and flame. We see them slide, the puck inside, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Wow, a good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Day period. Last game of the playoffs, too. Take me where the hockey players, they stop down the rink. And the Stanley Cup is all filled up with a chance to win the drink. Now the final play, got the hockey stick, and one gigantic swing. The puck is in, the whole team wins at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. The good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. The good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Yeah!
Yeah, 6-4, very close game tonight. I tell you what, you know, we just didn't know how this game was going to pan out tonight. We knew they'd come here and give us a really good game, and they did that, and we had to be at our best. And I thought tonight, again, like last weekend, every guy stepped up to the mark, give it 100%, and we were all winning the 50-50 pucks tonight and working hard, you know. So it's a great result for us, you know, something to build on for moving forward with the rest of the season.
Really high scoring first period, 6 goals in all, 3-3 by the end of the first. What did you have to say in the locker room after that?
Well, I think any coach looking at 3 goals going against you is not good. But you know, we scored 3 goals, and it was nice to get a goal again tonight, which is something that doesn't happen too often for us defensemen. But you know, we talked about trying to keep it a little bit more tighter in our defence zone, and look for the breaks that would come. And luckily, I think because again we talked about strength and depth this season, about us having a big squad and players to choose from, and we had that exactly. We had 4 lines tonight, and we pretty much used 3 of them and had the 4th one as the spare. They tended to use a lot of their first line tonight, and they covered a lot of the ice time. So we really wore them down, especially their import. He was a fantastic player tonight. They were looking for him for every time they got the puck. The players would look to him to create an opening, and I think he was involved in the majority of their goals.
Second period, bit of penalty trouble, but you managed to hold on and score a goal, give you the lead going into the third.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Sean? You were on the penalty kill for quite a bit, weren't you?
It was hard. It's really, really hard. Obviously, Blaine Evans ref, and he's got to call absolutely everything, and a lot of it went our way, but we did really well. And penalty kill was fantastic, and I couldn't thank the lads enough. Shot blocking every single time, 5-on-3. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Sean, you've just come from Whitley, is that right? Yeah. How are you finding the Dragons so far?
Absolutely fantastic. Loving life. It's a great bunch of lads, equipment managers, everything. Just couldn't do enough for you. It's absolutely fantastic.
Got a big game coming up next Sunday back here in Deeside, Sheffield. What can we expect from that?
These all seems to be big games for us, don't they? I think we talk about complacency, and we don't want to be complacent. Sheffield, they're a great feeder for their elite team, and they've also got a Premier League team, the Steel Dogs. So they've got some great kids that come through the junior ranks. So there's bound to be a GB international playing for them somewhere. So we got to keep focused and really do a job with them. I think it might be an opportunity to filter in some of our junior development players. So hopefully that's one of the games where I might be able to get some of the lads that are growing and developing. That won't see much ice time in this sort of game today, but that's what our plan is for next week. To try and give a bit more ice time to third, fourth line players.
So far this season, we're seeing big scores. Games ending 9 goals plus. Is that something we can expect to keep up in Division 2, or?
I think we'll obviously try to score as many goals as possible, because it could come down to goal difference. You look at the English Premiership, for example, that come down to goal difference this year. I think in leagues like this, it's, with teams like Solihull, they're going to score a lot of goals, so we've got to score the goals as well to make sure we win it.
And I think, when we go to their ring, which is something we do later on in the year, we've got a 6-4 game here. It's going to be tight there. There's only going to be a couple of goals in it. So it's going to be a really difficult game for us going into their ring. So exactly that. Goal difference will count come the end of the season.
Guys, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Sunday.